The most powerful unelected official in Ukraine, Zelensky's chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, has resigned amid a widening corruption probe, creating a massive power vacuum in Kyiv. Yermak was widely viewed as a de facto vice president, effectively becoming one with Zelenskyy. His departure strips the president of his primary enforcer and diplomat at a moment when unity is critical. Yermak quit hours after anti-corruption officials raided his home and office as part of Operation Midas, a probe into a $100 million embezzlement scheme at the state nuclear company. He had a centralized power like no other official, handling everything from weapons procurements to peace talks. And yet Zelenskyy is accepting the resignation to avoid, quote, distractions, though the timing right before crucial talks with the US is precarious. Meanwhile, Driscoll, the 38-year-old US Army secretary and close friend of J.D. Vance, has been thrust into the center of peace negotiations, jetting between Geneva, Abu Dhabi, and Kyiv. Driscoll is an unlikely diplomat with a background in venture capital and no traditional foreign policy experience, yet he is now carrying Donald Trump's peace roadmap directly to the front lines. Driscoll is pushing a, quote, realist approach, presenting a plan that acknowledges Russia will likely keep territory. He is positioning himself as a future Pentagon chief, actively clashing with current Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and his message to Europe has been blunt. Delaying a deal will only lead to worse times later. Meanwhile, in South Africa, a recruitment scandal has exploded where men promised lucrative bodyguard jobs were instead tricked into fighting for Russia on the front lines of the Donbass. The scheme has been linked to Duduzile Zuma Sambudla, the daughter of former President Jacob Zuma. Authorities are investigating how 17 men were trafficked into the combat zone. Recruits believe that they were training to protect Zuma's political party, but were flown to Russia, handed rifles, and then sent to the trenches. The scandal has torn the Zuma family apart, with one sister filing criminal charges against Duduzile for trafficking their own relatives. Ukraine's foreign minister claims over 1,400 African citizens are currently fighting for Russia. Stay tuned for more. Subscribe to my free newsletter